two aspects to it for me. I think you get the result, which, let's be clear, it's a good point. A really difficult place to come, against the side. They're in a good spot when you look at their form and how they've been playing. So we take the point, and then I think you got the performance element where you break the game down. I thought they were much better than us for the first 30, but I thought we then kind of got a bit of control out of possession and showed a bit more bravery to play forward and to take the ball. I thought too early on we went back too quick, and then for me produced a moment of really high quality for the goal. I thought the goal was excellent, and then second half we conceding so early. Naturally, you lift the place, you lift their team, and we end up having to dig in and defend and be hard to beat. Which again, we didn't show that last week, so there was it was a positive for me.
How frustrating is that element, though, because the parallel there was Wrexham scored pretty early on second half, and particularly when you've sat them down, I'm sure you've gone through messages and what you want the second half to look like, and you're on the back foot straight away.
Yeah, and not even like it's a moment of real high quality from them, to be fair, slightly frustrating. So it's something that we have to be better at. I think as a group we have to. We're quite clear, I think, where we're at in our journey. We've got a huge amount of work to do. We're miles away from where we need to be, but I think is while we have to suffer a little bit of pain is how do we pick up points along the way? How do we build some strong foundations in the group in terms of the connections, the trust, the being hard to beat, the behaviours I spoke to you about last week, and there was definitely more elements of them today. I thought we showed a much better level of intensity and aggression in the way we defended.
And as you say, picking up points, that's now 8 points, I think, from 4 away games. There clearly is a platform there that you must feel you in this group of players, you can go anywhere in this division and dig in, even maybe not performance-wise at your best, but get results.
Yeah, and like I say, where we're at in our journey, I think it's a really good foundation. That I think we're under no illusion. We've got a lot of work to do, and we don't want to be a side that comes away and has to defend deep for such long periods. We have to be better at taking the ball and controlling the games and settling it by looking after it. But like I said, where we're at, we know we've got a lot of work to do. But on the road, we've done quite well, and that's the bit for me. It's the talk about tactics and structures. It's the mindset. It's the bravery. It's the not passing on responsibility. It's owning it and playing with real purpose, working hard off the ball to be give an option to play forward. So there's loads of bits that like I said, that were much better, but we're under no illusion. We've still got a lot of work to do.
I mean, you made 5 changes, I think, in terms of your starting lineup. Just what was your thought process there? What did you want? What were you not happy about in terms of the positions that you changed there?
I think just purpose and intent. I think I spoke about it last week. I was really pleased when the impact Oscar, Gibbsy, and Jovan had when they came on. So for me, that's it. I think we need people to step up. We can't keep waiting. I think where we're at is we need the squad. We need everybody competing, and my job's obviously to manage that. And when people have shown moments of quality and shown the right behaviours and what you want it to look like, then they'll be rewarded with minutes. And that for me is the game and what we need.
You could get your captain back on the pitch today. Obviously, he's had that issue with the back, but particularly in that second half, his experience is vital.
Huge, and that's where I talk around where we're at in the journey. You need someone like Kenny to bring everybody together. I think that's the biggest bit. You need a voice. You need someone to organise. You need people to take away the guessing, which sometimes when when you're up against it, I think it goes quiet and that happens. I think where we're at in terms of establishing trust, building connections and relationships, Kenny's huge for that. And again, I think he showed that again today.
Just a word on Makama. You said he's raw, but he has an impact, and that's two games, 2 goals now. He's delivering when he gets an opportunity.
Yeah, he's done really well. Really like his character, really like his personality, and every time he's played, he's had really good impact. So to me, he deserved that today. And like I said, I was really pleased with how he performed.
Just want to ask you a couple on just injury-wise. If Jallo had the surgery now.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Yeah, and as you say, it's going to be a long road back, but that's the situation. You've got to now look for others to step up. And just talking about Jovan, it's players like that now need to maybe take this as an opportunity.
Definitely, that's what you need. You need people that want to own it, that want to take responsibility, that want to step up and deliver. And we can talk around everything. It's ultimately the second the whistle starts, who are the ones that back themselves, who are the ones that want to go and make it happen. And Jovan's shown that when he's come on. So not just him. I think Oscar's had to be patient. Wasn't long ago I left him out of the squad, but got his head down, worked, and came on, had really good impact, and was ready. And that's what we need. We need everybody ready when they're called upon.
So final one, obviously Gabe Forsyth looks like he's had another little bit of surgery. Just give us what actually has happened there and what the situation is with him.
Yeah, it's just one of those. Naturally, with what he had, such a been at a period of time. As the stages stepped up, it's nothing major. It's more just a check up, just to see what it looks like. So. Yeah, he's as I always say to you, that's why you can't commit to time frames because of especially with big injury like that, how people present as they progress through the stages. Is something that we have to go off of. So yeah, it's slightly disappointing, but he's a terrific character, great lad, and he's one that will make sure we get back safely.
Yeah, as you say, you can't really offer any timelines, but is that something, if it's a fairly minor procedure, we're not talking sort of months with him, i.e. Papa sort of situation?
Yeah, we have to look at that, to be fair. There are bits that will happen this week in terms of, again, we'll have chats and see what it looks like.
Excellent, yes.
How do you replicate these away performances with Carroll Road? What's making the difference?
Yeah, it'd be easy to solve, right, if I knew that. I think for me it starts with the mindset. I think there's a real difference. I think when you look at the performance today, we come away and we defend a lot. When you're at home and we have to be the team on the front foot and the team that goes and takes responsibility, and the more dominant team, it's a different type of mindset for me. So I think it's one of those where we have to relish that. We have to be brave. We have to go and back ourselves and believe in ourselves to be able to go and do it. And that's the message to the lads. Like I said, I see them in training. The goal doesn't surprise me because I see the moments of quality that they can produce. Is how do we do that more consistently? And finding the right blend of that attacking threat, but also control. And you see it again today. Too often we give up control too easily with cheap turnovers. So I'm confident in the group that it's not a million miles away. Us putting in a really solid performance start to finish. When the lads keep working like they do, I know it'll happen. It was just one of those first start minutes. Was stretching a lot, so was feeling it a little bit physically. So not performance related. I thought we'd done really well. So it was more just a physical thing.
Cool. All good. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.